Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 10, I believe, of our Timberborn Let's Play series. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is actually quite good, thanks. So, I went a little overboard. Just a little bit. I'll quickly show you. As I said, I wanted to finish up this tubeway up to about here. But I included a bit of tubeway here up to here, so it's close to the current housing situation. And yeah, the entire thing on this side was done. I made up a couple of ladders here just so I can build up this entire thing in one shot. And while I was busy doing that, I got them to take this or build this out. I included this bit here as an extra place for good water because I'm going to seal this up later. So good water will flow in here, go around here, exit through there or there into our main system. With bad water will go through here. As I said, this will be sealed. This will run down here. There will be a couple of valves there. And then valves there. So bad water from that side can flow through there if I want it to do that. Otherwise, go through there. And I placed in these levees right here. I'm going to seal this bit off. And then over here as well. The idea is that I separate the good water and bad water here. Bad water will go this way for now. Good water will go straight up. And then basically hit these valves and then flow in here. So yeah, I went a little bit overboard as I said. I think our scrap metal is done. Yeah, scavengers are out. But luckily we have another place that we can go to get scrap metal. We just need to get the beavers down here. So, for now, I think it would be a good idea for us to just get them going again. I know ladders are a bit more expensive than stairs, but yeah. I like the aesthetic of it and then the usability that you can connect pathways to other sides. So I'm going to go ahead and put a storage in here. And that's for scrap metal, and it's high priority. I'm not even going to waste time placing in another tubeway station on this side. Because it won't really matter. Seriously. If I move you over here. Yes, then you can get to everything. Okay, so they can finish that when they get a chance. We have dirt. I filled in, as you can see, this bit over here. So bad water can just flow through underneath. Let me show you. Yeah, it's flowing there. All happy. Might need to expand this a little bit, but that's something for a later date. For now, that's fine. So, what I also did was, if we go over here, I placed in the first dynamite and boomed it, and then I remembered I'm not recording. I was talking, but I wasn't recording. Let's go ahead and boom that. Let's speed this up so we can get out of nighttime. We go down. 3 is actually overkill. So I'm not gonna go for 3. Seriously, did I just... It was already done. And then I went ahead and deleted it. Hopefully they can build these up from up top. Do I just go ahead after I boom this? I think I'll just go ahead for now and get him to do this as well, so I can build from the top there as well. Because remember, I have dirt now, so I can fill this up. There's one thing that I forgot. It's not the normal of a previous sluices of that. it had previously. So 2 blocks over. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take this down first because I need a contamination sensor in there. And let's get that in. Yeah, if it's above that, do that. You will automate to that. If it's on, unlimited. If it's off, you will automate to that as well. When it's on, unlimited. When it's off, you go ahead and do that. You will automate to that. And just the inverse. And the same with you. Just the inverse. Now I think I can go ahead and do this without fear of doing anything dumb. So let's see if that works. I say I can walk through the scrap metal. That really helps. If I'm not mistaken, that's now just a single. Yeah, boy. You can go ahead and seal that up, boys. Luckily, they're not walking in through here, so that's fine. That's flowing over top at this stage. Let's just see if it's flowing. No, it's just pushing through. I believe I set this up correctly. Automate to that. And now it's just pushing through here. Hopefully I don't do anything dumb. Nah, no, it's fine. For now it's going swimmingly. No worries there, hey? Okay, we'll get that finished. Okay, then we sealed that bit off. So hopefully this will now work. Now you see everything's pushing, just pushing up there. It's not the best, but it's okay. Okay, as soon as we get that done, now we don't have to worry about it anymore. Just going to go for this, put that there. Scrap metal. And while I have a couple of extra beavers, might as well just go and do that. So we can sort that out and get all of this taken down. And then I also have some scrap metal down here. And in this corner. So we're still a bit away from needing to get going. We're at 88 beavers. Now, our lake has run dry. Our water situation is dire. You know what? You empty out, please. Same with you. I'm going to build some more of these dudes. How far down can these reach? 6. So let's go down 2. Get that sorted for us. And then this will be 3s. So as soon as the water situation, or basically as soon as the water returns, we can get this in. Get this started. You definitely need this situation sorted. Okay, Badwater is now diverting that way. And there's just stagnant water in there. But that's fine, that will get sorted now. We'll have a couple of thirsty beavers. If that's the highest priority, please. And thank you. That's 3 now. Okay, now that's the lowest that it can go. That's fine, we can still live with that. Two, 3, 4, 5 extras, that's fine. Get 5 more in there. And you can automate. You automate to that. Automate to that. I had the setup wrong. There will probably be comments for that in that video. But this is now recorded relatively close by. The video that showed this hasn't released yet. It's still a week or 2 away because I'm bulk recording. I'm just going to go ahead and take those down. So for every 3, it will be, I know it's a bit strange to say for every 3 it will be 2, but you'll see what I mean later on. While these are now just sitting here, I'm going to take those off storage. This will be for water. Highest priority, please. Get that copied over. Empty that. And then just take that down. I do have a couple of extra beavers, so no worries there. Which buildings are flooded? Why are you flooding? That's the question. Is it because it's the end of a... Seriously? No issues with flooding until we get here, eh? Everything's just going bad. Couple of thirsty beavers as well. Let's get that in. I'm just going to get them to take those out. I'm going to move that entire thing up. Copy, paste. I think I mean this road. Just gonna move it up. And now we'll have a couple of contaminated beavers. Great. Let's take that out. Why, oh why, is this having issues now? No issues previously. Is it because I did this? I can't see that being the issue. But then again, it's the only thing that I changed. I know what it is. I generally know what it is now. It's all this bad water that I redirected now that's basically causing this issue. Yeah, that's the main thing now. I think that will be fine. Yeah, I need to get this in as soon as possible. Rather divert the water down here. Yeah, get going. We can't afford to have a whole host of sick beavers. This will now start shrinking again. This is the reason I placed in these, so if it flows over, there's a bit of an extra settling pond. Just need to check that this is sorted. There's a water down here. Okay, get that in for me, please. And thank you. want them to go ahead and get that in as well. These ones. Just so we are sure that we can, just so that we don't have bad water accumulating in here. Get that connected. Hopefully they can build that now. And are you flowing through here? Hopefully. Oh no, it won't, because this isn't in yet. Ah, water seep is looking good now. That might be another place for us to do a bit of work. Because our food situation needs to be sorted sooner rather than later. And we have a drought approaching, which will be fine. Thing is, we lost a bit of crops now because this dried out. I think we'll be fine. As long as we can fill this up to some extent. And I almost forgot again that we need a contamination sensor in here. Come on, dudes, you need to get this done. We need water flowing through here. Instead of through right ahead. Now it's just time to build. Okay, great. Now we need a contamination sensor. Let's just place it there. And you will automate to that. If it's on, unlimited. If it's off, close. You will automate to that. Not really no need for this contamination or sensor, but just as a bit of extra safety. If I haven't explained this already. There's no need for it, but it's nice to have. Just in case something goes wrong with the one up there. Or I just delete something that I'm not supposed to delete. Of course, we all know I can do that. Okay, now that's done. I need to get that sorted. On my dudes, get that. Now we can go ahead and do that. Question is, will this be enough? I think it will. Automate when it's on, it's off. If that makes sense. Now this is filling up quite nicely, but we only have a day left. But I'm glad I placed in extra blocks, so that's a bit of an extra place for water to get in. This isn't it something stupid. No, that's fine. They are pumping profusely. Okay, now this is in. I need them to sort these out as well. And they can now basically go ahead and seal these up. Don't need you sync with anything. You just go ahead and 0, 0. This is just if I need to move water from one side to another. Okay, now I can go ahead and do this. You will automate to this. If it's on, in unlimited, you can automate to this. There we go, and this is just unlimited. Okay, that's good. Question is, do I go ahead and do this? I think for now, let's just go ahead and do that. Get him to take that out. Then just go ahead and get those in. And they won't even be, they're just set to unlimited. Because whatever's in there needs to be shunted out. Okay, so now that's done. Hopefully we have somewhat enough water now to replenish all this. This pathway I need to extend to that side. Then we need more trees over there. Yeah, that's good. That's good, 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 good. Don't have any contaminated beavers anymore. But now in this drought, I need to address that issue. And as you know, I already started it, but you do know that I get sidetracked quite fast. Okay. So water will flow out from here. No need for me to do anything with this. Question is, do I go ahead and... Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go too wide. Up to there. And through there. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that will be enough to get down there. Great. Get that in, and then lower priority for... Well, I say lower, just a high priority, not a very high priority. To get that in. You see, if I used staircases there, I could have done that, but then I wouldn't have been able to get there without refocusing it. You just close up. You just close up. I know I don't need to use all these valves, but nice to have them in as an option. Now the water will flow through there and through here and off the map. Another place that might be good for metal production is over here, because we'll have a lot of water going through here and through this side, and we have a mine right there, or underground ruins, but then again, this will flow the entire time, so that's good. That's a bit better for us. We're running out of scrap metal, so I need to get this prioritized so they can get that in. But I can't do that because Dum Dum took out these stairs and never replaced them. I took them out for a reason, because water was gushing in, bad water was gushing in here. But there's no reason for me not to put it back. And I was wondering why they didn't do anything here, because as you can see, they get these things done quite fast. And let's take that out. And now they just need to get rid of all of that. Okay, so they will continue with that. Our food situation is really bad. Do I just go ahead and rip out? How far are these? They are starting to bring in more corn, but I need to be proactive with this. Okay, so that's fine. That's sorted. This is the water seep. I think for now this might be the best place for us to do a bit of work. Okay, down there. I was contemplating just getting them to walk down from here, but there might just still be bad water coming through there at one point or another. So I need to do something with this. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with dirt. Same thing over here. Just want to check over here if I can get down here and seal this off. Because this might also be a good area for farming. So let's go and check that. Okay, now that will be... I still need to get down here, but I just want to check. If that's somewhat aligned. Yeah, we're not too far away. I believe I'll be able to go from the top here and get that in. Okay, Okay, so let's just make sure that this is now sorted. So this is closed. This is closed. That's great. We saw that these were automated and good to go. Water's going to push up through here and go down here and then off the map. Great. All those water sources are sorted. Bad water from over here will be flushed all the way down here and off the map. So that basically replaces the water from over here. There won't be any bad water, hopefully, going through here. Nothing else pushing through there. Okay, so we might just be able to survive this if our food situation can improve. But let's go ahead and take this down. As I said, I want to get down there to do a bit of work. Now with this, I want to have a fluid dump in here. What we will be doing with this, if I can get this to behave. I want this to be filled up with water. And I'm going to get a normal full valve here. And then more dirt. And I'm just going to have this as a 3x3. Go down there. You need to see where this links up. That bit is closed. I don't think we'll have any water going through this bad water source or that area. Let me just pause this. You will no, I think for this I'm going to unlock a weather station. Where can I put this? I'm just going to throw it there. Activate early. About 18 hours. Active during a bad tide. Great. Early bad tide weather. What did I type there? Okay. And you will automate to early bad tide weather. Great, 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 great. So that will get sorted. For now, let's get down here. And again, there's no need for me to place in full valves, but it's just a nice to have. Now, is there a way that that is connected? Or can be connected? Do I try and do something sneaky here? Try and get this to be semi-filled up through this water seep. I think that might be the way to go. Let's see if we can do something with that. We have this pathway right here. Let's get up this side. If we were to go ahead and do something like this. Get that in. Then just go ahead and do a couple of full valves right there. And I'm just going to put them to basically stop any flow. Something like that. Then just go like that. Get that prioritized. Now get down here. See, this will take a time to disappear. I said that I might want to get in here when there's a drought, but it's a bad water source right there. If I were able to get in here, I can cap that off. So basically where that seedling is right now. I'll sort that out when I get the chance. For now, I need to focus on this. Do something like that. And then full valve right there, maybe two. Full valves right there. Get that done for me first, please. Okay, now the idea is that this will fill up. This is unlimited. This is stopped. So it will flow down here, in here. Then I'm going to go ahead and get a bit of landscaping through here. Like that. So this will be automated. As soon as this reaches a certain depth, it will stop. But I'm going to get a couple more full valves right there. Ne? So this will continuously be flowing. And hopefully they'll be able to get this thing filled up. You unlimited. Depth tensor. So basically, as soon as this reaches a depth of, let's say, that, greater than 0.9, automate. So when that is on, you have unlimited. Otherwise you are closed. And you are working to keep that at 0.8. You're trying to keep that at 0.5. So this one will close first. And this will back up. And this one will close. Then this height will start increasing as soon as it's higher than 0.9. It will go. This will go on, and then this will trigger on, and then water will flow down this direction. So hopefully this works. Also, I need to get rid of all the bad water down here, but as you can see, I think it will just need to let evaporation do its thing. Now this entire area, I'm just going to take out. Sorry about that, had a bit of a crash again. So I just went ahead and placed in these dirt blocks around here. Our food situation is really bad, so I need to address this fast. So our food is just not keeping up at this stage. Luckily we have some berries still, but I don't think that I can't believe that I just left this with this population going. So I need to get this sorted. This guy needs to go and do his thing. Just gonna close this for now. For now, just to get us going. I'm going to get these guys in. One will be for harvesting only, other one will be for planting. Just get kohlrabies in. Kohlrabies, and then you can go ahead and plant a bit of mealies or corn, whatever you want to call it, in here. And then just cut all of this, please. And this will be... I know they're already busy with that, but let's just make sure that they are sorting that out. So this is now hopefully sorted. We'll see how this does. Now this just needs to evaporate, but as you can see, there's quite a lot of water in there. My question now is, do I just go ahead and open this up? Because yes, there's a bit of water in here still. But there's no way for me to get into that water. Let me just see if there's any other sources on the map that I might be missing. Those couple, the ones in there, as far as I know, that's the only one. And then that seep. Yes, that's the only ones. I can try and get water from this seep to behave a little bit and get that pressurized in a pipe and get that to dump in here as well. I might be able to do something with that, but our food is really looking bad now. They are planting here, so that's great. Let me just get a couple of platforms over there. Will you be able to do this? You will. Get that in. Get going there as well, please. And thank you. Want to move this a bit closer so we can get that in. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I did that. because I'm just going to go ahead and take these down and fill this up with dirt, because the water's going to flow through here into this. Try and fill that up and then push back and then overflow from here. So yeah, that's the plan. If it materializes, that would be great. Otherwise, will you be able to reach all of these? Yes, you will. Great, take them all down, please. And thank you. We're running out of food. I seriously can't believe I didn't think to do anything with our food again. This might also be a good place for a water dump, but for now, I'm just going to leave it. Let's focus on this bit, get that in. You know what? Let's go ahead and do something like that. And underneath here, let's just go a couple of those guys. And as I said, these will get taken down and filled in with soil or dirt, whatever you want to call it. You can just go. I'm not going to automate these lumberjacks because at the end of the day they're just temporary, so I'm not going to worry about them. Already out of water again. Now this can't work. This won't work. Let's take that out. And just go ahead and do something for me, please. Get that one out. Full valve. Keep it at that height. Fluid dump. You will pause when temper start, unpause with drought. I'll automate that now. Can't let all these crops die again. And they will. Okay, now that that's done, get that in, please. Just as long as we can get some of this food saved. Great. Now that we have that in, great. We can still start focusing on the rest. That's starting to tick up, so that's good. You need to take down all of those, so that's something that you can do now. Let's have a quick peek down here. How are things looking? That's a seep. Am I correct? Yep. And that's a bad water source. I'm going to go ahead and try and do something that I think might be smart. Get that in. Get that through there. Not really smart, but just as a faster way to get up here. No, that won't work. And I'm just going to go ahead and take out. I'm not too worried about birch trees. To be quite honest. In from this side. Let's just get a pathway up here. Who has nothing to do? You can just go away then. And you can detonate. You can do something like that. Now I can go ahead and fill this bit in with that, get impermeable floor in there. Now you can just go away. That piece can go away. And now I'm going to fill in this entire area and do a bit of planting. And take that out. And we can have a tube down here, spill out the water. Without having the issue of that. Alright. And let's get you filled in. But I'll need to get something. Kohlrabies are fine for now. They are keeping us going. Need to get a... I'll just need to get a tubeway in here. And then a couple of... storages in here. I was blanking on the word right there. Okay, so they can sort that out. Have these two. Our food is not looking great, but could have been worse. Now with the addition of all of these, this water coming through here, that would really help us. All this water now being contained, that would also be help us. Okay, so now that's done. Our beavers can get to here. I'm just gonna go down 2. Sorry about that. A bit of a coughing fit. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and get over here and see if I can't get down here so we can take out or basically seal up that bad water source. That will help us quite a lot. We have a lot of injured beavers. I'm going to go ahead and manually pause a couple of these, just for now. Oh, sorry, another coughing fit. I don't know what's wrong. Let me just grab a bit of a coffee. Okay, that helps a bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take out the planning for these kohlrabies. And I'm going to start replacing them with just normal corn or mealies, whatever you want to call it. Our food situation is starting to bounce back, which is great. We have beavers over here. Now we can get down there. And all the way over to here. Let's quickly see. I need to see where that comes in. I don't know where this bit of contaminated water comes in. It might be from, there was a bit of contamination in here, but I still don't know how it got in there. I think it might just be that. And luckily this is starting to fill up again. And water is pushing from here quite fast. That's helping quite a lot. We'll see now how much water we can get in here. Maybe this will even overflow. Wouldn't that be great, eh? And again, I need to do something about... but it's no need for us to be able to... I say that, and then I see a need. So let's do that. And then we can go like so. And then get impermeable floors. And then we can do that. Yeah, that will work. Get those filled in. That's the thing now. We have a lot of beavers and a lot of resources. I say that and I don't have a lot, but I have enough. That's the only thing. We just need enough. And another drought approaching. If it was folktales, I would have been peeved a little bit because we don't have any power production, but we are the Iron Teeth. We still have power production since we forced this Badwater source to stay open. Why are you still flooded? No water going through there. There's a Badwater source. That's pushing out into that, into there. And then it's over there. My question is, did this cause the issue? I'm starting to think that might be it. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in again. And I do have a resources now. Let's just do that. Get them to fill that in first. Or bowl that first. And hopefully it's a faster route than going down and then up again. This is starting to get a problem, but that's fine. But as a bit of a recap, what did we do this episode? We went ahead and completed this whole diversion system, so our reservoir can fill up. Oh, beautiful. Let me just quickly pause this again and get this in before it starts overflowing. We started placing in a new area for crops, specifically for our corn, which is nice. We've reclaimed a bit of land right here. We made a diversion system for the seep, so hopefully that will work for us. And then get water flowing through here. Don't know how this will work, but we might be able to fill up this area down here. I could have left it to see if that evaporates beforehand, but I think for now that's fine. We'll dilute that into oblivion. You can automate. Let's get a new weather station. I'm just going to put it right there. And this will be for drought. Okay. Active during drought. So you... There's a drought. I want you to be 0. And when it's off, you can go. I might want to automate that with bad tide as well. Let me get a relay. Or you will automate that. You, if that's on, or that's on. So this, as soon as it's a bad tide, or there's a drought, you will close up. Yeah, that's the way to go. Okay, so we did that. We went ahead and did a bit of a diversion here for Badwater, where it's a bad tide. Round down there. We sealed this off so water can spout out through there. This is now sorted. We moved our scrap metal over to this area. And overall, I think we're doing okay. It's just all the contaminated beavers and stuff like that, but that's fine. As we get a bit of overflow, we need a new system for overflow. Maybe in here. I think this might be a good place for that. But yes, now we're going to get there. We're going to place in a couple more sluices or floodgates in there, so that can get sorted, so we don't get this issue. I don't care about power generation through there. Just don't want all my crops to die off because of it being flooded. Just close that up. So yeah, we have a bit of water in here now, which is great. I like this a lot. And we placed in this area for that, so that's good. We have this area now for food production. Our crops are starting to tick up, so I'm not too angry about that. We have a bit of a contamination issue, but hopefully that will get sorted. We have these now going in. Let me just change this out for a 6 by 1. So they can get that built. I think that might have been the issue, but we'll see. I might just go ahead and do something with this. Or that's something for another day. Maybe bulldoze through there. But yes, I think this will be a good place to end it. And I hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.